Alrighty, I think we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our webinar. Today we are going to talk about how to digitalize the modern sales process, and that's the whole purpose of the day. And it's 5 p.m. in Finland, and probably I don't know. Was it in US? Supposed to be 7 hours.
In New York, 8 hours in Minneapolis, 10 hours in Phoenix, 9 hours in Phoenix.
9 hours in Phoenix, so that means that it's early morning.
Yeah.
Early morning there. And 10 o'clock in New York time.
Yeah.
Was it so? Can I calculate?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yes.
I hope that I can calculate. But anyway, we're going to spend about half an hour, 30 minutes in a topic which is how to digitalize the modern sales process. There's a lot of B2B examples that we are going to talk about, and also B2C. But I think that it goes 50-50 with the B2C and B2B.
Yep.
Yes. There's two companies. One is Sales Communications, www.salescommunications.fi/en, which is the English page, what you can see. And then we have ZEF, Z-E-F. How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, ZEF.
ZEF/en.
Yep.
And the fellow next to me is Mr. Tuomas Haapsaari from ZEF. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I am Chief Marketing Officer at ZEF, and I'm very happy to be here with you, Jani. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Thank you. And my name is Jani Aaltonen, and I come from a company called Sales Communications, and we are HubSpot Platinum Partner located here in Finland, and Finland is located up north. You know, the big one on the right is Russia, and we are up north just beside Russia. That's the place. And I think something happened to the camera on the way, but we are here. But anyway, that's the location that we are broadcasting now, and this is a polar bear. and in Finland we have a lot of polar bears. They are actually walking on the street, and I will show you now, because this is the view that we are looking from the window. So the polar bears are actually walking on that ice during the winter time. Now they can't walk because the ice is starting melting. The one thing that Finland is known about is reindeers. Also, they do walk on the streets also, and everybody knows that this is the most exported product from Finland. It's Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. Not the BMW.
Not the beer, and also sauna is from Finland, and so. But that was a recap from Finnish culture, just to make everybody on a happy mood before we start this webinar. But anyway, we do a lot of inbound marketing. We do a lot of content marketing, which this webinar is about, and we have been seeing that when inbound marketing is getting grounded, there's a lot of companies who are starting to do inbound marketing. We can see that there will be a lot of noise in the markets, and there are a lot of ebooks to download. There are a lot of tweets, a lot of hashtags, a lot of everything, and that's kind of a complicated, don't you say so?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I've heard about saying that everybody is writing. Who is reading? Everybody's so busy with writing, so nobody has time to read.
Yeah, and actually, what we have seen is that there's a lot of content production going on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of top of funnel content, a lot of middle of funnel content, a lot of bottom of funnel content, and well, some of those will get really cool reading rates and conversion rates and so on. But a lot of those contents, nobody sees it,
mm-hmm.
or it doesn't get the attention that it's required. So that's why we pulled this webinar, and with these two companies, ZEF and Sales Communications, and also as when we are HubSpot partners, we want to integrate something to that sales process, to that marketing process, so that people could produce their own content.
Yeah.
basically.
Absolutely. Yep. And I think a company blog is a really good tool to educate and move your prospect forward in their buyer's journey. And as HubSpot describes, they are really good like these three stages. First one is awareness stage, where you want to kind of arise your customers' interest in some topic. Think about it. There is this kind of system which is pre-meeting survey. Wow, there's something like this existing. So they know about it and they start to think about it that wow, this is pretty cool thing. And then there is this consideration stage where your prospect might think about that, hey, should we implement this kind of a pre-meeting survey ourselves? That this is actually pretty good. Like, should we take it into consideration? And then the decision stage is that okay, we're gonna implement it, yes, but with which tool are we gonna choose or select? So I think company blog is a great tool to educate and move your prospects forward in their buyer's journey.
Yeah, that's basically it. That's the way of HubSpot is presenting the buyer's journey. First you get to know that what is your basic problem, and then you start to look for how do we solve this problem, and then we start to choose it. Who is the one who is doing that? And that was a brief introduction to that.
Yeah, and the question is that how to stand out from the mass of blog articles, because everybody is writing. So how is it you who stands out, who gets noticed?
Yeah, and you have been really good of producing interactive content, which is basically part of how to digitalize your sales process. Is the idea that what if the users are doing the content? What if the users are creating the content and so on? Yeah. So
our voice missing. Can you hear us? Badly.
Okay.
Hope you can hear our voice.
Hope you can hear. All right. Thanks, Camilla, for the comments.
What's that? Okay, now it seems to be great.
Okay. If you don't hear the voice, please tell us so we can do something about it. At least try to do something.
Yep.
Yeah. So, anyway, you were saying.
Yeah. I found this saying that tell me and I will forget. Teach me and I will remember. And involve me and I will learn. And this is something that if we write blog posts, it is not like, it is a monologue. It's not a dialogue. So it's kind of telling something. Somebody is reading. You're not really teaching on or involving them, but they're just reading. And there's a risk that people really forget things. That you spend your huge amount of time writing something and they read it and they might say that, wow, this is a pretty good thing. But after a few days, they forget it.
One thing that we have realized as HubSpot partners when we are doing a lot of content marketing, a lot of content to our customers, is the thing that it's really, really time consuming to do all those blog posts and do all that, converting materials and all that. And, like we did this ebook, which I hope that a lot of people have wrapped their hands into it, is the how to go international by using inbound marketing. And actually that ebooks was a 93 pages or 97 pages rather about that, because it tended to be really huge. And we were preparing that for 4 months actually. We wanted to get all the facts straight and everything. That's actually a book that we can actually publish for real and sell it to Amazon and all that. But the thing is that the content production is really, really time consuming.
Yeah.
And so on. That's why we are talking together with Zeph about HubSpot. So basically what we are doing is creating content for HubSpot platforms and for HubSpot websites, and help our customers to get their sales and marketing in order to produce leads and so on. And Zeph has pulled up this really, really great tool where you can create interactive content for your customers to consume, so that it scales up and the customer is actually generating lot of content,
Mhm.
and the thing is quizzes and stuff like that.
Quizzes, assessments, surveys, product pickers or product selectors, and
What have your
different kind of.
results? What kind of results have you done with
Mhm.
or got, for example, in the international markets about creating user generated content, and what kind of results that you have?
Various kind of results,
Yeah.
depending on the content. Like
Yeah.
some of our customers have gotten really good, like amazing results.
Yeah.
I think like the most users our customer got in Finland. Our
Yeah.
population is a little over 5 million people. So
Yeah.
one of our customer,
It's the size of New York.
yeah,
Something like
well,
that. Yeah.
smaller than that.
Yeah.
Less than that.
Less
But
than-
okay, one of our customer created their quiz. It was kind of a career test, and it attracted over 600,000 users in a week.
Okay.
And we have seen many that
You mean 600,000 conversions?
users who took the quiz.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And of course attracted visitors to their website, because the career test was embedded to their website.
Okay.
So people had to go to their website to take this quiz.
Okay.
But the point is that when you get like meaningful result, people share it on social media. So they got lots and lots of visitors from social media.
That's
And
really
we have many, like one of our customer, Candy King, they created this candy personality test,
Yeah.
which generated over 95,000 leads during the first week. And
that's kind of a huge amount of conversions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's this words on that screen, and which one I really like about this is the profile leads, which actually means that you get the profiles of your customers before you even see them. So that's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, because I think quizzes are really and assessments are really good ways to kind of create interactive surveys that you can ask your prospects about them.
Yeah.
And they tell.
Yeah.
Because that's the point. They ask, they give you a few answers, and then by giving their answers, they get some valuable result or valuable content from you.
Yeah, and all that information that they have given to you that goes straight to HubSpot, and then you can have a smart content, you can have a smart lists, and you can basically start to market them with the information that they want to consume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's talk about how to profile your prospects before the meeting. And why should we use pre-meeting interactive survey to profile our prospects? Let's think about the old sales process. I think this is the way that it works in Finland. And what I have talked to many people, it's pretty much the same way that works all over the world, anywhere in the world. So the first thing is that when we get a marketing qualified lead, our sales team kind of start to qualify and figure out that should we call them and map their needs and see what's going on, and do they need our help, and can we help them, and so on. So our sales rep gives a call and talks and asks questions and so on, and then sets up a meeting. That's the thing. And the meeting might be booked in 2 weeks, for example. And the thing is that there is no communication before the meeting. And that time, actually, when you book the meeting and you have the actual meeting, this time in between is actually the best sales time. That's the best time actually to make the sales. But nobody is using that time. They might be sending some blog post or something they might guess that this might be valuable for this customer, but they don't really know.
That's kind of an old school way of selling. Selling that nothing happens, and you're just and then the sales team is measured by the amount of meetings that they are getting.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you get 50 meetings, you're a pretty cool sales guy. Because you have been super active of all those cold callings and all that stuff and so on.
Yeah, that's a good result. Okay. And the truth is that we spend huge amount of time mapping our customers' needs during the first meeting. And the question is that what does the prospect get from this? Is that really valuable meeting for our future customer?
Yeah,
you go tell us.
Yeah. You go to the, and you go to see the client, then you start to ask these closed-end questions and open-ended questions, and all that, just to learn about who the customer basically is, and then you start to map that. What is the solution that they can give to this, and basically you're wasting the prospect's valuable time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and then we book another meeting to go through the solution based on customers' needs. Okay, another meeting. We have another meeting, and usually there are more people attending the second meeting. And we have to start pretty much from almost the beginning, because there are new people attending. So they have to kind of get, introduced and see what we talked last time and blah, 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 blah. So that takes time. And during the second meeting, we might be able to close the deal, but usually it still takes one more meeting to get the deal.
Yeah, it depends on what you are, of course, selling and so on. But in a complex B2B sales, the thing is that there could be a lot of meetings, a lot of people. The studies show that there's 5.4 in general
decision makers
involved, and that's a time consuming and a big hassle.
Yeah, and we started to think about it and kind of figured out that what should we do to kind of fix this thing, and how could we upgrade inbound sales to the next level. And we're gonna tell you what we figured out and what are the results. So what is the change with a profiled prospect? And what's the way to profile our prospects? We have this concept of pre-meeting survey process.
Yeah.
It's not only the survey, but I'm gonna tell you what's plus for that. Okay, but first of all, before the meeting, we ask our prospect to tell us how does she want to buy from us. And that sounds kind of funny, do they tell us how they want to buy? But yes, actually they do, because they don't want to spend their time, just telling us what they are, what their challenges and so on. But if they can do that before the meeting, that helps them. Okay, we ask them. And there is one question that we're using. I am more into better customer experience or growing revenue. That tells pretty much about the people who we are meeting. What kind of, how should we emphasize? Are we talking about growing revenue or better customer experience?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then we automatically educate our prospect before the meeting based on her interests, her challenges, and so on.
And then you can map it to the buyer's journey, to the, if it's the early stage customer, you just give them more information, more awareness stage information, more top of funnel content before you give them a middle of funnel content, and basically give them videos, articles, and anyway. We are not saying that all that content producing thing is bad, or we don't want to do that. That's we need content. Content is a really, really crucial issue. But the thing is that when our customers are not the same, so
we need to target.
Exactly, and we can't give them information which is general, because at the end of the day, that gets the trash box full on your email.
Yeah. It might be even spamming, even though we meant to be inbound marketers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So when we are seeing the customer, so then the customer is more educated and knows, and then we start to think about that. How do we work with you? How does this, this problem that you are having, this need that you are having, how do we help you?
Absolutely, because think about it. When we have a prospect that tells us that she is really interested in interactive surveys that generate leads. So then, of course, we want to send her information on how to actually generate leads with interactive content.
Yeah, exactly.
And not about, for example, employee satisfaction survey examples.
Yeah.
So that's about the targeting. Yeah. We ask her, and then we automatically educate her before the meeting.
Yes.
And then, because we know our prospect better, we are able to prepare the proposed solution before the meeting. So that when we go to the first meeting, we actually have the proposed solution already in hand. We don't have to start mapping needs and then do this, after the first meeting, but we already have it because we know the needs.
So the trick is to qualify the prospect before the meeting.
Yeah, and
Yes.
because our prospect gets our material, targeted material before the meeting, she will be better prepared.
Mhm.
So it's way easier for us because we don't have to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
But our customer is way better prepared, so we don't need to kind of do this selling thing.
Mhm.
And the first meeting will not be just mapping needs, but designing the solution together with the prospect.
And I have to say that this works very well. We had a meeting today in the morning about the website project, but there wasn't any of what is sales communications, what you do, what are your price points, and the customer told that we have this project with the web, we need to accomplish this and this and this thing, and we just heard yesterday that we need to do this and this and this. So what's your recommendations?
Yeah.
And then we can say maybe you should do that, and maybe you should do that, and the thing is that the next meeting basically is the first meeting on a project that she will basically buy, because there's no the closing is really fun because it's a natural thing. It's not about all these 75 Brian Tracy type of closing techniques. You can throw them in a bin because you don't need them in these kind of customer situations, because the customer is telling that this is my problem, what is your solutions, when can we start?
Yeah, and there's a great guy whose name is Dan Tyre. He works for HubSpot and lives in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona. So he always says that like old-fashioned sales was always be closing.
Yeah.
And now it's always be helping.
Oh, always be helping.
So that's really, really good.
Totally
advice.
Different tone of voice.
Yeah.
How do you get them out to fill the survey before the meeting? That's a very, very good. How do the motivation?
I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah. That's a very, very typical question.
That is a great
Vincent,
question.
This is very good. Glad that you asked that.
Yeah, I'll let you know because our respondent rate is 100% right now.
Okay.
Because
everybody answers. Everybody answers. Why is that?
Because we have integrated that in our sales process.
Yeah, but that's only a
It is one of the process. It's not about technical process.
Yeah.
But about the process we do sales. What is our sales process?
Okay.
So when our sales rep gives a call, he asks and he tells about the 100%.
100%. Show me, prove it. so yeah, we need some proof. But
Yeah, just believe me. I can show you later, Vincent. I'm gonna tell you later about it. But that's actually true. So our sales rep, when he calls, he kind of speaks the survey in. So he tells that I'm gonna send you a short survey.
Yeah.
And by taking this survey, it would help us both prepare better for the
get the motivation there.
Yeah. So we ask you a few questions, and then based on your answers, you will get targeted material that helps you prepare for the meeting. And even though we would not even meet, it's valuable content for you, which would help you out.
Yeah.
Even though you would select another supplier.
I can understand the motivation.
And then they send an email. Yeah,
I can understand the motivation, but it's a benefit for the buyer and benefit for the seller that they will save time. No, basically any time consuming.
Yeah.
We just want to help you. We just want to know that how can we do that and
that's one thing is that when we call our customers, they are marketing qualified leads. So they already have digested or read our material, downloaded stuff from us, and they are kind of motivated even before the meeting. And then when we call them, we only arrange meetings to these customers, with these customers who really are interested, who have challenges that we can kind of tackle and we can help them.
Yeah.
And they are already pretty motivated. And then we tell them that, okay, to be able to prepare for the meeting, please take this.
So you get 100% of the people who you will send the survey before the meeting to answer to those meetings.
Yeah.
With that motivational aspect. Very good.
Yep. And I'm gonna let you know what happened to us when we started. It's not very deep, But first of all, our prospects started to thank us about the way we sell, because what they say is that it's like nobody asks us what we are interested in.
Yeah.
They just sell us.
Yeah.
And when we ask more than we tell, it's more about our customers. It's not about us.
Everybody hates these sales guys who are, let's have a presentation. I have this laptop and a PowerPoint and a keynote, and
Yeah. So
and you just sit there and I'll just do the talking. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we try to ask more than tell.
That's I think one of the common global common problems in a sales process is that the sales guys do tend to talk too much. And I used to work for Apple for 5.5 years as a sales trainer. And on those projects, we saw many times in the Apple stores around the world that the sales guys do not ask the questions. And the problem is that they forget things. They are too eager to, get the sale in and all that. But when you're doing it like centralized way, so we do not rely on the sales guys' ideas and the mood of the day and all that. We just automate half of the process. So we tend up to get some good results. Like you get 110% hit rate. What is the hit rate number here?
Hit rate means like right now it's a little over 50%. Like little over half by who we meet.
So you get a meeting, 50% is buying.
Is buying. Yeah.
So what happened to your how many you get like hundreds of inbound leads on a monthly basis. So how many percentage of those inbound leads you will qualify? So what's the qualification process that you are having?
I can't tell you the exact number right now, but it's something like 10-15%
of the inbound leads.
Yeah.
So you get 100. So you get 100 inbound leads. You get a 15.
It's a little over. It's like 20%, something like that.
Okay.
I can check you the exact number, but it's something
so
like
round
that.
about 100 inbound leads, 20 meetings, and 10 deals.
Yeah.
All right, that's
like
pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah.
So but I have to say that my learning curve as a HubSpot partner has been so that we used to sell for everybody. We used to sell for everybody who just wanted to talk with us, and now we are just not doing it anymore. Now we just try to focus that are you perfect fit customer? Is it valuable time consume? When we are consuming time with you, are you getting value out of it? Is it a mutual? Is it a business case? Are you right fit customers? Because if you're not right fit customers, we do not take the time. It's not about that we don't love all the people and all the company. It's about we just want to target our time probably. So how does the process of interactive content and user generated content and quizzes and asking your customers before the meeting actually go?
Yeah, let's focus upon this pre-meeting survey process. So here's the process. This might be a little bit like lots of stuff.
But the processes are, there are always this bubble and an arrow.
Yeah, so we're gonna go through the whole process. So each phase. But as I told you before, the first phase is that sales qualified. We get the sales qualified lead, or actually marketing.
So sales qualified. You have some criteria and in out, and then you have sales qualified lead, and then you send them an email or a phone call.
Actually,
to get them on a phone.
Yeah, we have a sales qualified lead. We call them.
Yes.
And kind of see if they are a good fit for us. And then if it is a good fit for us, we book a meeting. And then after booking this meeting or during this phone call, actually we tell them, just like I said before, that we're going to send you this short survey that would help us both prepare for the better for the upcoming meeting.
Yeah.
And then our sales rep sends this meeting, this email, which has this survey link. Okay, then there's this survey, and our prospect takes the survey and then gets result based on her answers. So we have actually created 3 profiles that we know what kind of customers do we have. And based on surveys, one of these profiles, or a customer is profiled by or to one of these profiles.
Yeah.
And then our customer gets a result page, which is kind of a result page. And then there's a CTA, which is call to action, which is kind of a link to thank you page.
Yeah.
And we have thank you pages
based on the answers that you've given us. So we will like to give you more information.
Yeah. So we have these thank you pages for each profiles. Each thank you page for each.
Or the buyer personas or the profiles.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are buyer personas at the same time. This is kind of, enriching the data, buyer persona data. Okay, we will direct them to the thank you page, which includes blogs, guides, webinars that we really think that this persona is interested in.
Yes.
And then we send an email, which is automated workflow that we created with HubSpot that is a personalized message, which has link to this thank you page. Because there's a lot of material, so we want to get them back and forth, we want to get them back there. And then,
everything is hosted in HubSpot, so you'll see the HubSpot scores will go up, and you see if the customer is really interested, if it's not, which type of content that they prefer, and then when you go to the meeting, you're all set.
Yep, that's true. And then we have one question, which is about the agenda for the upcoming meeting.
Yep.
So based on what customer wants to focus on, we sent them another email, which is the agenda for the meeting.
Agenda for the meeting.
Yeah.
We will meet you on this day and this time, and
And this will be the agenda for the meeting.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And then we have a really qualified meeting with our customer. Okay. And this actually there's one funny thing that we have found out, or actually two. First of all, first thing is that our customers are really happy with the agenda, even though they have told us what they are interested in, and we just copy paste that for the agenda. And then another thing is that our sales reps have to be way more kind of, experts or professionals on what they talk.
Yeah.
Because our customers are so much, better prepared for the meeting. So they really want to get, quality meeting.
Yeah.
They want to get.
They are motivated. It's not about you trying to sell them. It's about they are talking about it's not necessarily so that they are going to buy or willing to buy, but they are educating themselves on that process and want to know more about that. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, first thing what you need to do is integrate ZevTool with HubSpot.
This is how
that's really easy. Yeah. The next thing is to create 8 to 10 questions.
Yeah.
It can be even more, but I think 8 to 10 that's pretty good. And
these are this kind of questions that you don't have to, write a lot of stuff.
They're like multiple checkbox or kind of
radio buttons
and like these
sliders
questions or something like that. Yeah. One of our questions is here: who will join the upcoming meeting?
Yeah.
But okay, what's the structure of the survey? First of all, we ask about their current state. What are you doing right now? And then we ask about the behavior, kind of personality. What kind of person you are.
Yep.
And then how do you make decisions? Do you base your decisions on intuition or facts, proven facts or research data, stuff like that? And then we are extending the participant pool with this question: who will join the upcoming meeting with you? They always click. Our CEO is coming, head of sales, head of marketing is coming. There's always more people coming.
So you will know that who will join.
And of course we want to get as much people as possible. Like we want to get all the decision makers. Yeah. Before this question, who will join the upcoming meeting, we have kind of an info text that this kind of process usually requires these people joining the meeting. So please tell us who is coming with you, who's joining with you. And then we are asking about the agenda for the upcoming meeting. So the customer can tell where do they want to focus. And then we focus on these things, nothing else.
Yes.
Okay. Then you need to create profiles or use your buyer personas. And think about what kind of buyers do you have. I think 3 to 6 profiles that's a good amount of profiles. And then it's not about titles, but I think it's more about behavior, current state, or needs. And then match your profiles to answers in ZevTool. so that when somebody answers in a certain way, they will get this profile number 1. When answers different way, they get profile number 2, and so on. So they have to be matched.
What we did actually is that we are using this survey to map our customers that what kind of an inbound marketer are you, and first we get like 200, 300 answers there, and then we started to create more targeted content for the people who put them on a buyer's personas, and we can even map which stage of the buyer's journey they are, and then give them more detailed information with the workflows and see if we can push them forward to their buyer's journey.
That's a great way to do it. Yeah. Okay, and then you need to create a thank you page for each profile with HubSpot.
Yeah.
And thank you page includes targeted content for each profile, of course. It can be blog posts, guides, webinars, anything any content you have. And this targeted content helps your customer to prepare for the upcoming meeting. So that it makes actually your work way easier when your customer knows more about stuff you do, more about your product, more about how your product can help them or whatever.
Yeah.
And then create a workflow that sends a personalized email for each profile. So if you have 3 profiles, you have to create probably three emails or one workflow and personalize with smart content somehow.
How many emails on a workflow you're using?
Actually, right now we are using just one.
Okay.
Which is only this personalized email, which has link to the thank you page.
Okay.
But you can of course have another, as many as you want.
Top of funnel, middle of funnel.
But that's the way we
case there and video. And all that. Yes.
Okay, and what are changes in sales process when you are implementing this? We automatically ask more than tell.
That's like built into the sales process.
Yeah.
The whole of asking and getting to know more about the customers, and with the customers' motivation in the right place.
Yeah.
Because they will get more out of your relationship when they are telling you more. So yeah.
And what makes it fun for the salespeople? It happens automatically.
It's like when you're buying a house, you go to the internet, you just want to, hey, how many square meters, where this is located, I'm searching for this budget range, I'm searching for that and that and that, and that goes even to B2B, more complex sales also.
Yeah. So actually this process works for anybody who meets their customer face to face.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter if it's B2B or B2C.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then we'll help our prospect to prepare better. And that's a good thing for us and for them. And we'll be able to prepare better because we know about them better.
Yeah, preparation is everything on sales.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You just don't want to go there and spend your, waste your time.
Yeah, that's true. We've seen too many meetings where we don't know.
It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't
start to ask that. Would you tell us a little bit about your business and so on?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll send the
agenda.
What
are you selling? Yeah. Then you're like, well.
What was this meeting about?
Yeah.
Actually,
Who are you?
Yeah. That's not what we want. We want them to be committed before the meeting. They have to be waiting for us. That, okay, now they are coming.
Exactly.
So, okay, then actually the last one was that we will send the agenda before the meeting based on prospects' answers. So that makes them even more committed because they know what is coming. They know that they're going to buy from us.
Yeah, exactly.
They know what we are going to talk about, and they have prepared for that. And it's woo! And then we are able to serve our prospect the way she wants to be served. That's pretty cool, I think. Yeah. And of course, we will get happier customers because it's a way better buyer's experience.
And I think that, on a B2B side, for example, you have to be the trusted advisor, and you have to, in order to get the customer's attention and customers' respect, like a thought leadership is a really big issue. And when everybody knows we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, ask more, talk less. And at the end of the day, we will sell more.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what are the actual benefits that we have actually already talked about? Of course, we want to increase our hit rate. So right now, the increase has been from like our customers' hit rate has increased by 1.5% to about 2.5 times. So that's pretty
cool.
much.
That's pretty cool.
And then we have increased our customers' commitment. They're way more committed when they come to this meeting. And customer is way better prepared. Our sales rep is way better prepared. And that's why it shortens our sales cycle.
That's like, I remember when I was in Inbound in Boston 2015 and HubSpot CEO Brian Halligan was on the stage and always constantly saying all the features that in HubSpot. This is really good for the buyer, and it's really good for the seller, and it's really good for the buyer, and it's really good for the seller. And basically, with this automated pre-meeting survey process, I think we nailed that. If you have any questions, please put those on a chat page, and just been 45 minutes. We have taken your time, and I really hope that has been, great use of it.
Yeah, I really hope you can get something out of it. And one thing, if you don't want to start doing this pre-meeting survey right away, the first step you can do, which is free, you can start sending emails with your prospect before the meeting. That is the first. That is like 1.0. But it's kind of
just like the agenda. Where would you like to talk and all that?
Yeah, ask these questions by email and then get them respond. They might not be that kind of eager to respond because they don't get anything out of their responses. Only thing they get way better prepared sales rep coming. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But if you do this everything manually, you get these answers, and then you can manually send them emails or send them blog posts or ebooks or whatever. Yeah. But it's a lot of work to do this manually. But you can do it somehow. But if you do it with us, with Zeph, with sales communications, with HubSpot, you get everything actually in your HubSpot. Yeah. So you know what these customers' challenges were when they bought us, and how do we need to serve them? What are the personalities and stuff like that? So everything is in HubSpot and in Zeph tool.
And the integration is pretty solid. It's quite easy to do it. It's not a big process.
No. So this whole process, it's like my phone is ringing. This whole process would take probably depends.
Yeah.
We did it in a week. We thought about these profiles and then these survey questions.
Yeah, you get the answers and all that. Yeah.
And these thank you pages, but we had all the content. We had all these guides, these blog posts.
Yeah, you need to have a content before you are launching any thank you pages and send them email and give them that and that and that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that we have we're super excited to have you here. 45 minutes of your time, and please go to zeph.fi and there you will find the tool. And also we will send everybody this presentation and a link where you can download more information about the pre-meeting survey process and digitalization of sales process and so on.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
He was Tuomas and my name is Jani, and we come from Finland, of the land of the polar bears. Created by.
Bye-bye.